Yo everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite, another FTC compliant vid for adults. It is like 4 in the morning, but I really had to weigh in with you guys about these new characters today. And of course, we are talking about Emilia here and young Jessica, young perky Jessica. So, to give you an idea of the experience that I've had with these characters in a nutshell, first of all, let's look at their power. Jessica is under 4K, and Emilia is well under 4K. She's around 3.5. Now, this is exactly how I ran these characters today. This is their gear, this is their power level. I didn't switch anything out. And truth be told, guys, I wasn't that excited about getting Jessica because she's not really part of any of the factions I run. I thought maybe I could run her with Jizeroff and kind of give this faction some more oomph. Alright? Because it took me a lot more pulls to get Jessica. So, but I figured, obviously I was going to run them today and see how they actually do. I will say this. Jessica is the first character that gets a transformation move. Once you actually learn how to use this thing and bank off of it, she does become ridiculous. She kind of goes into a sentinel mode where she can't move, but the range for all of her magic attacks increase by a lot. And obviously, the further away her target is, the more damage increase she has. So it works very well with her talent. And of course, as soon as you change her back from her transformation, she gets to act again. The transformation also gives her -3 to all her cooldowns. If I'm off on any of this, I'm sure somebody will correct me. The point is, the main reason I pulled young Jessica here, went out of my way to do it, spent an extra 50 pulls to do it, is just to make a video about her. I wanted to cover both of the characters at the same time. That being said, the last video that I made was a pre-review. I pretty much spent the rest of my day just running through guild wars, taking care of business, helping out my guild. I didn't really have time to play with these characters too much until I got to the very end of our server day. The server was about to reset. I went into guild war and I was pretty much just trying to salvage any percentage that I could get off of any of the guild war levels. And you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the end of the day, you send a kamikaze team in there, put it on auto for all you care. You're only trying to scrape up a couple percent because you know your team's probably going to get wiped. So to give you guys an idea of exactly what happened, the guild war that I was running was on very hard difficulty, and it was the level 50 level. The party that I took was Emilia, Jessica. I do believe Sigma was there. He was the strongest character at 4,000 power. Other than that, we had a bunch of SR characters. I can tell you exactly who they are. Varna at 3,900 power. Varna was there. Lifany was there at 3,900 power. And of course, last but not least, Almeda was there. And my Almeda is nothing special. She's at 3,670 power. Now, typically this party would never be able to clear a level 50 guild war on very hard. When I got into the guild war, I clicked auto, and I decided just to come back in a couple waves because I was pretty sure my whole party was going to be completely wiped. To my surprise, though, I came back right as the enemy heroes were spawning. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that this weak team of mine held out on a level 50, very hard difficulty guild war. So I decided to play through the very end of it and actually fight the heroes. I figured I'd at least go down with a fight. I gotta tell you guys, any pull remorse that I had for Jessica is absolutely gone as of right now after I just witnessed this guild war. Because pretty much what happened is I won the guild war, surprisingly. Jessica transformed, did a shit ton of damage, and managed to heal everybody. And this girl right here, Emilia, she really did get to shine. Basil even attacked her. And mind you, these characters' stats, I mean, I think the highest stats I have is like 450 attack. The heroes that I was fighting at the very end of the guild war, their attack stats were in the 700s. That's a huge difference. You know, if you go into a PvP match and your heroes are in the 400 stats and your enemy is in the 700 stats, it's pretty much game over, son. But surprisingly, by utilizing these characters' abilities, I managed to pull through. Emilia here is an absolute beast, especially when it comes to taking magic damage. I have to say that this probably has to be one of the strongest magic tanks that we have. That's actually a full-blown tank and can take physical attacks too. We can't count sweet Granny Yales. She's not for Empire, and she pretty much only tanks magic. Like sorry, it's late. Lestel can still get obliterated with a strong physical attack. That is really not the case with Emilia. Emilia was shrugging off physical damage, and most importantly, she was taking magic damage. She did come back to life, and I was able to heal her with one of Jessica's little goddess blasts that heals everybody around her. I also had Almeda there, and of course Almeda started breaking the enemy and kind of taking their stats more or less down to my level so I could actually deal with these characters. But in a nutshell, I actually won the battle, and that was probably the most surprising thing I've seen in this game in a very long time. So I will vouch for Emilia. This girl can take magic attacks. It's also very nice to be able to use her magic defense as her attack stat. And she obviously has no problem shrugging off physical damage because her defense is an S stat. Her magic defense is only an A, but that's plenty enough to protect her and to be an effective attacker. This A stat times 1.6 is a hell of a lot better than her C stat attack. The point being is, I still don't even have this girl ruined out. I don't have both of her abilities. In order to constantly keep her attack scaling off of her magic defense, you do need to cycle between Justice and Holy Guard. And then the other one I would take is obviously Fair Fight, so she gets to attack first. But using this character properly, she managed to tank for the whole party, took lots of damage, shrugged it off, got healed a few times. She did die. She came back to life. The point is, there was enough longevity, and she was just tough enough to make it all the way through. Very surprising. She even got a few kills. But what surprised me the most is actually Jessica. This whole ability to transform into a goddess, this kind of gives us an idea of how powerful the Yu Yu Hakusho characters are. They all get a transformation. If it's anything like Jessica's transformation, it's absolutely balls to the wall, batshit crazy. So, this totally reinforces the idea of me saving for the Yu Yu banner that's coming up. Now that I see how powerful these transformations are with young Jessica here, Every single lapis that I get is going to be getting saved, every ticket, and that's pretty much what your boy's going to be doing. I will be building these characters up now and actually increasing their stats and their items, but I can't stress enough to you guys how well these characters performed today. This was the biggest shocker I've probably seen in this game. And it's not like they had very strong teammates to rely on and to do the work for them. So I kind of just wanted to give everybody, because I've been hearing a lot of things. Some of my guild members, they've expressed pull remorse for Jessica, for whatever. I don't think they had a chance to actually run this girl. I am actually very happy with what she can offer to the Mythical Realm faction. Her and Yulia together, with Gizaroff and even Rainforce over here, can be an absolutely deadly combo. We also have Lamba here. So this faction I'm definitely going to be working on, just because I had so much success in that guild war. I wish I could have taped it for you guys because it was really ridiculous. You wouldn't have thought that I would have been able to pull this off by any means possible, but I did. And don't get me wrong, I did break a sweat there, but it was pretty much impossible odds and I overcame them. So very excited about that, and I kind of just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know what my actual experience was running these characters. If anybody is feeling pull remorse over young Jessica or Emilia, uh, you really need to think about that, and you need to really run these characters and get an idea for how they play. Because from what I've seen, nobody should be upset about pulling either or of these characters. They're unique, they bring something different to the game, they go that extra mile, and that's really all I can say about them. So, you guys leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think about these characters if you've had a chance to run them. They're absolutely phenomenal for Guild War, and I'm going to be working on mine. Other than that, if you guys want any other content, feel free to drop me a line, give me some suggestions. But from here on out, we're pretty much going to be saving everything we can up for the piggy bank to get our next units that have this transform ability, Yu Yu Hakusho. It's been confirmed, which really gives us another month to save. So your boy is at about 60 or 70 summons, and I'm going to be saving every single one of them. And I highly suggest that you guys do too, because if Yu Yu Hakusho is anything like these characters and their ability to transform, they are going to completely rock our meta. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and that's what you guys should be looking forward to as well. So, Mobile Gamers Unite, it's like 4 in the morning, but I had such a good experience that I figured I would let you guys know. So if anybody's having any second doubts about these characters, wash that shit away, because you just need to run them, you need to see what they can do. You will be very pleasantly surprised. I stand behind these characters 100%, and I'm very surprised about that. I did not think that I would be saying this. I was happy about pulling Emilia because she's part of my faction groups and I can use her. And I know you're probably thinking Empire has lots of tanks already. This is the best anti-magic tank that Empire has. And I just got to see her shine today, and she's not even built. So, and as far as Jessica goes, the whole transformation thing, I gotta say, it's almost not even fair. Also, none of these characters have best in slot gear, and all their gear is level 20. So, I really do feel like these characters did a phenomenal job today, and they damn near did the impossible. So, if you guys have anything to add to that, please let me know. That's what this channel's for. The comments are open. This is what we're talking about. But pretty much, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about these characters because they are a hell of a lot better than they look. So on that note, you guys have a good night, get some rest, go run some Guild War tomorrow with these girls, and absolutely shred that shit. It doesn't take that much work to get them above 4,000 power level. Honestly, I've kind of been slacking. So, just wanted to report some awesome, awesome news to the fam. And I hope you guys have an awesome night. And I will catch you all on the flip side. You will see me out there. Peace, everybody.